And we are back. Welcome back to a Let's Play Foremost Servitor of Jagannath as we go in the wrong direction. Actually, since I mentioned the achievement I am attempting, and still no Europeans here, they're really slow this game. Let's have a look at our tropical wood progress. We actually have inadvertently claimed quite a bit of the tropical wood in the world, so I know I'm trading in it. But yeah, there's stuff in Africa, and there will be stuff in South America. As long as I can even get into Africa at all, it's not going to be a problem to pick that up in like 50 years. There's just no way it'll matter. Yang, huh? What are you bellyaching about? Oh man, these guys are pretty upset already. And they just appeared. Like during that war. You were allied with Hurricane. And you guys are anti-rebel. You guys are anti-rebel as well. And this is my offensive stack that I've designated. But who's next? I mean, I can go rough up here. Now they're a vassal of Sarah Yoger, who is allied to Ming. We'll get to Ming. And I could just go beat on the Oirat horde. I'm significantly ahead of them. They don't reform their government in the near future anyway. Oh, you know what would be useful? Not Yarkhan, but a Chagatai vassal. Oh no, because they'll come out as nomad tech. But they won't be horde any longer. So not so useful. Long truce with Persia. I mean, I guess I could just go prep for beating Malacca. And finishing these guys off. That would probably work. Malacca's not too happy with me. I really don't want to spend that kind of time at peace, though. Shu is allied with Yi. Where is Yi? That's a good question. Let's look. Oh. They are closer to me, but they are closer to me in color as well, so I missed their existence. I actually have a claim on them right now. Interesting. Are they part of this whole culture group shebang? They're part of Tibetan. However, these guys would not be. Still -1. Still converting at least. Okay, where am I exiled? Oh yeah, you guys. Yeah, unless I just want a holy war Oirat and take some stuff off them, there's not a lot of stuff I can do right now. I've exhausted my borders. The other thing is, like, if there are rebels to support in Kilwa who are active, I could declare on them and ship some forces down. They really wouldn't be able to defend that well, so it's something. Please don't stop converting. Okay. They're only making 1% progress on that province, but it's still worth it. Yeah, my dude is all the way up from 20 to 78 legitimacy. But I want him dead. I want the heir to take power. The heir is better, first off, and that's part of my reasoning for it, but my primary reasoning for it is actually just that I want to manage my heir age. I don't want another situation where my heir just dies. I could use a couple extra bodies in on that. Really, I should redo my constitution anyway, in terms of fighting. There we go. There's a war. Keep me busy. Where? on their capital. Really? They're animist, huh? But they'll never last like that because they can't convert anything like that. And I don't think they take religious, although it would be hilarious to watch the animists try and convert. I've done that before. I've converted like Rome to animist as Maya back when Maya existed in this game. And that was pretty amusing to do. Also converted like all of England to animist as well. Ah, there we go. Probably not the best time for it, as our coring progress isn't great. I could go Vishnu. I could. And now I have a 24-year-old heir. So what do you do with this? You could make the heir a general, because he's close to the age of the ruler. And I think I'll do that. And just hope there's another heir. I mean, whatever. And now to the deity. I could go Ganesha. I am annexing vassals. I could use the help. You know what? Let's run them for a little bit. As man, my prognosis on this is a long time still. Alright, we'll be able to handle them then. Really? Well, if you're gonna go for it, Delhi, I don't care then. Oh, I should be fabricating claims on Malacca. Oh, okay. Don't have a lot to claim there. It didn't take long, did it? Beloved heir dies. I could go for a weak claim. The problem with that is the whole westernization looming aspect. See, the problem is I don't know offhand if I have an heir or not. There's no way to determine that. And this guy's stats are pretty good. So it would be pretty rough to take this option, especially because westernization will be a lot harder if I do it. You know what, I'll fish for a different heir. Just suck to get a bad one. 244 is solid. And what's a little civil war and revolutionaries between friends, right? The thing is, it's also good age spacing. Because my ruler will be in his 40s when that guy comes of age. And that will prevent the dreaded Regency Council. Now what's up with my income all of a sudden? Aside from this. Or is it just reinforcements? Yeah, it's just reinforcements from fighting rebels. No big deal then. Actually, I'm going to throw a few more trade depots in here. Don't have any presence in the Malacca node. Collecting in the Malacca node will help a lot. Looking for, okay, got a trade center there as well. There are a lot of centers of trade in India. You can get a lot of money. Although right now, well, trade and production and tax are all running similar. And you do see that a lot if you don't invest anything special. I am due for some Pegu nationalists apparently. Why am I due for Pegu nationalists? Oh. Apparently they can spawn here. Well, I might as well stand on them. It's almost time to be fighting Malacca. Ooh. owned. Who's next? This one. Okay. Just massacre the rebels. I'm tempted to just cause them to come uprising. Now, I really want to make sure I can convert the hardcore stuff, because I don't have a +3 missionary for Inquisitor forever. And Ayutthaya hostile culture Sunni, of course, is going to be tough. Oh. Oh, can Ming rejoin the coalition? I think I can get through these guys. Really, I just need to get through Ning, because otherwise I can ship my stuff up to this province. Dali, Dai Viet. Oh, yeah. Will this put me over 100%? I don't think so. Not Kangra. A little bit more overextension. Never hurt anybody. You know what? I'm not even going to bother to micromanage that crap. It's nice to just stand on them and blow them to pieces, knowing that they're there. You rejoining the coalition, Ming? It doesn't look like Ming's going to want to do it. Once again, lost claims on my vassal. Ah! We're over. We are ahead of years in military, problematically so. Or are you frickin' Europeans? Not that this is terrible, and it's not a bad problem to have, but I don't have the kind of income, so I guess I'll just go ahead of yours. Now we're getting to the point where it would be really nice to have artillery. Although again, unless I'm fighting like Persia Ottomans, I don't really need it. Unfortunately, Botan will give Ottomans access. Fortunately, I don't think that matters. The Ottomans are really backwards. Stunningly backwards, honestly. That's impressive. 1598. And you are due when Delhi. Looks like 1614 until my statesman dies. And by then he might. So I don't really need to check into like the 1600s at this rate. So who is being cored? Work on the harder stuff. And what are we at now? I'm just gonna let all this stuff finish before I redeclare. Because you never know. I don't feel like checking for cores, and it's going to happen pretty quickly. Can I throw one more claim on Malacca? It does not look like I can. It looks like Patani is the only one I actually border. Now, can my navy hold up to theirs? I don't think it can. Man, they really took that to task. With the conversions those guys did. They didn't mess around. Okay. Keto will join. I'm not particularly worried about that. Because it is basically free war score. They will cause me problems with a blockade. Their navy is going to be well ahead of mine. Yeah, they're in Carrack range. And I am not. And they're going to have invested more in heavies than me. On the other hand, I do absolutely spank them like crazy on land, so... They are running off somewhere. Rest of you just go down here. I don't think they're going to let me pass. If they do, however... No, they're going to sit in the straight. That's a reasonable move. In fact, it's their best move. Yeah, they have 8 heavies. Now, I'm still a little strapped for cash, so I don't want to challenge that. We shall just run around and inefficiently carpet. In fact, you do this. Don't even care about distributions. In fact, you can do that because subject's taking care of the rest. Although, if they let me cross, that's another matter. Wow, that's foul. That should not have happened. Yes, they can trap me there, but I have enough forces to slaughter them on either side. That's really bad. Really? I'm not chasing them there. I can screw off on that one. But they can't really get off that island either, unless they use boats. Oh, I just get another statesman. Okay. I like statesmen. Statesmen are good. Yeah, I suppose that's not really a surprising timing. Oh, really? That's how it's gonna be? It's so tempting to try and jump them, but I will just get trapped. Now if I finish up these sieges, I can just send some guys up there to deal with that. Alternatively, since I know these guys are so keen on killing my rebels, after all, they've hosed me out of more than a few liberal backlash events. They will take one for the team in more ways than one. Now come join me as we handle the rebels the preferred way. I don't know how I can outmarch them without a general. But the game will let you. Ooh, that morale. Well, Tongu is a good general. Or at least a good shock. Okay, now I'm getting blockaded again. It's alright, I got enough across. Let's try and limit the number of occupations, shall we? Ooh. 6 shock advantage. But, I am getting owned. Oh, I don't have that much overextension, do I? Okay, in that case, boost stability. Boost stability. Very handy. That'll even improve our conversion speeds. I'm gonna get shattered. Oh, okay. Delhi's got it. They're probably ill-equipped on the rebels too, but well, they hit them at pretty low morale, so. Yeah, the rebels get interesting percentages of your stuff too. And we were looking at that, and they apparently take ideas, but they can also get like bonuses from your advisors. It's strange. The interactions of how exactly that's working are not clear. I don't think anyone but the developers know in entirety what exactly dictates vassal bonuses or rebel bonuses. So who else is about to have a truce expire? Persia's in 3 years. I'd rather deal in the others. Oh, that's where these guys went. I'm sure they were shipping troops up into China. Well, let's not allow another occupation. We got our morale back, and we have Delhi, so. It hurts so badly. Oh, you're kidding me. And they're gonna dip on me. Come help, you fool. No, they're not gonna help. Oh, I suppose I can add a couple of my own units who are otherwise not contributing. The other thing I can do is these guys are not coalitioned, so we can work them. Yeah, notice that? If you watch that transpire carefully, you will have noticed that the game alleged that I would pay diplomatic cost on that peace deal. I did not pay diplomatic cost on that peace deal. And it will also tell you that peace deals do not cost diplomatic power when they in fact do cost diplomatic power. So watch out for that. It seems to be CB based, and so whatever your CB normally works is how it will work. So because this is a holy war, I can take provinces for no diplomatic power, assuming that I am fighting someone of a heathen faith that I'm using for separate peace. Oh, yeah, this is a really big blunder on their part, actually, because what I can do is I can take this province and interceding provinces, so I can just start on the right side of the straits for myself. And yeah, they're just going to have some fun up there, I guess, but it's not really going to help them a lot. So rather than relying on Delhi to help this time, I will rely on myself. Pretty big difference. Now, the displayed tactic is just tactics of the general, but all the units in the stack supposedly fight at their own tactics and morale and everything. And that looks pretty consistently to be the case there. Nothing seemed to miss. Although if they screw up your front and they're not fighting effectively on the front, they just because your troops are fighting at that morale and discipline does not mean that you are getting you would be nearly as effective as if your own troops were fighting. Morale decay is a thing in battles, and so if a substantial part of your front is not doing very much damage, then you can be taking a lot more morale decay than you would otherwise expect. I suppose there's no reason to camp. Oh no, there is a reason to camp this war. I need to finish coring. That's a pretty good reason. Okay, we are getting there on religion again. Can't convert those yet because they are being cored. Yeah, we're pushing back the Malayans, trying to mess with our faith. We all know that the Hindus were the most aggressive with the conversions historically. Of course, of course. Ooh, I got a reveal. Man, I can see a lot more now. Wow. This would be the game where you see this. Are you kidding me? What? Oh, and they're allied with Great Britain and Portugal, and they're... Once your provinces, derp. Oh, jeez. Interesting. The Ottomans would actually consider an alliance, but they're allied to frickin' Persia. Why? Why are you allied to Persia? How about you, Russia? Oh. That's not out of the question, actually. Let's take a look at the world power scale now that I have that revealed. Okay, so Spain has taken Aragon and Naples under control, and then some. Even conquering into the Gold Province in the Balkans there. Oh no, they don't have it. Never mind. They don't have... Do they have Kosovo? No. No, they don't. Oh no, Kosovo is in the Gold Province. Which one's the Gold Province? It's in here somewhere. Here it is. Okay, the Ottomans have the Gold Province, so never mind. I'm sure Spain has plenty of gold, though. I am first by a margin in force limit. Not doing so badly in manpower either. Being stuck spamming military buildings has helped that a little. Although my artillery is piss poor, although they're not doing so hot there either. Ottomans are fourth. France is not looking so hot. Russia, although they have a big force limit, is apparently an inferior potential ally to the Commonwealth, who I should probably be fishing out, although they consider me a competing great power. If I could rival the Ottomans, I could probably get an alliance with the Commonwealth. Issue here is that in order to do that, I guess I could go down in my military advisor and use that to front additional troops. I'm going to do that. Now, where have I been training the majority of my troops? Because I think in this belt here is probably my best bet. But I don't have any production buildings because prior to recently, I couldn't build any. What do I have currently? Show army. Oh, I've mostly been training at a Kudak and using annexed vassal units, that's right. Well, I guess. Our current force distribution is 53 infantry, 11, and 2. I actually have some artillery I must have annexed out. In order to truly compete with the Ottomans, we are going to need some cannons, because they are still, they're still a lucky nation and a powerful one. And I don't have the numbers. I do have the tech. Go ahead and spare no expenses. Might want to dump in a few infantry too, although the combat width is not nearly as high as it will get later. Anyway, we want to cut a path, which we can do easily. I'll take an extra one here. And yes, we can even surround Malacca's capital. Oh. No. We can, but I don't want to. It would be nice, but I need this and this. That way, if the Iberians land, I can put a claim on them immediately. And as soon as that colony finishes, take it. It also, I can still put a claim here as well. That way I can just westernize as soon as they rear their ugly heads in Southeast Asia. It would be really nice to just ally the Commonwealth. That would be great. Alright. I'll I'll see you guys in the next part for those following on YouTube.